Hi, boys and girls. It's time for us to read Dory Phantasmagory, Dory Dory Black Sheep, Chapter 3 of Book 3. Before we begin, let's think about what happened in Chapter 2. In Chapter 2, Dory stole all the books from school about farm animals and read them in the bathroom, and then she made up a story in her own mind about Mr. Nuggy and Mrs. Gobblecracker. Chapter 3 is called Everywhere That Dory Went. On the walk to school the next morning, I suddenly had a funny feeling. "Wait!" I tell Luke and Violet and grab their arms. "Stop right there! Don't move a muscle!" "Shut up about the sticky poise!" they both yell at me at the same time. "No, it's not that. It's something else," I say. Then I whisper, "I think I'm being followed by a lamb." "Did she say a lamb?" Violet asked Luke. "Yes, I did. Now shh." Violet laughs. Then she sings, "And everywhere that Dory went, Dory went, Dory went. Everywhere that Dory went, the lamb was sure to go." I said, "Hush!" I said. Luke sings, "He followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. He followed her to school one day, which was against the rule." "Wait for me," I tell them, and go look out behind the bushes. "Hold on! Give me 1 sec!" I yell, looking in some garbage cans. "It was a little black sheep," I say. "The only black sheep that is following us is you," says Violet. "Okay, I was wrong," I say. "All clear. Let's go." But when I get to the schoolyard, there he is. I knew it. "Don't wave at me. Please don't wave at me. Please don't wave at me," I say to the black sheep. "Why do these things always happen to me?" Then Goblin the sheep starts sniffing my backpack, and I realize that he must be hungry. So I give him some of my salami sandwich, and what the heck? I'll have some too. Rosabelle comes running over. "Rascal," she says, "why are you eating your lunch before school again?" "I'm not eating it all," I say. "I'm sharing it with—" I start to say, but then stop. I don't want to tell Rosabelle that a lamb escaped from my embarrassing babyish farm book. "Oh, never mind," I say. "Oh," she says, and looks disappointed. But when I see Clara walking over to us, I quickly change my mind. "I'm being followed," I whisper. "Ugh, really? Is it Mrs. Gobblecracker?" asks Rosabelle. "Is she back?" "No, it's a little black sheep named Goblin," I say. "Hi, Rosabelle," says Clara. "Guess what? I'm on chapter 10 already, because I read 4 more chapters last night." "Really?" says Rosabelle. "Wow, that's a lot." A black sheep named Goblin. Do you think he's a spy? Do you think he's dangerous?" "Sheep? There's no sheep in this book, is there?" asked Clara. "Wait a minute. Are you ahead of me? Did you read more than me last night?" "Huh?" says Rosabelle. "I don't think so." "Actually, he's kinda cute," I tell Rosabelle. "Really? No fair," she says. "I want a cute lamb to follow me." At reading time, I have no partner because George stuck his finger in the pencil sharpener, and the teacher is busy trying to get it out. So it's the perfect time to sneak over to Rosabelle. I pretend I'm looking for something in the closet so I can be near Rosabelle's reading spot. But when I hear Clara and Rosabelle talking about their book, I just stop and listen. I feel so bad for Hannah when she starts to cry. Yeah, why is Henry so mean to her? I think he doesn't like girls. I love Hannah. She's smart. Besides, I think she's going to solve the mystery without Henry's help. Remember when she went through the haunted castle alone? But how will we get past the three-headed monster? Well, she does not have her own sword, but she has a broken leg. Listening to them, I've never been more jealous in my life. I would chop off my right arm to be able to read that book. In the closet, I sink into a pile of backpacks. Before I get in trouble for being in the closet again, I go back to my desk. Why did you stick your finger in the pencil sharpener? I asked George. Because I thought I could miss all of reading, but I only missed some reading, he says. But it was funny, anyway. He smiles and holds up his bandaged finger. Then he says, "Guess what? I had a dance party last night, and I invented this new kind of dance we can do when we're bored during reading. It's called the mini dance. Watch." Then George does a little dance with his hands. "Shh," I say, opening my book. "We have to read." "Come on, let's read together," says George. "Fine, you can come with me," I say, "but I've got a sheep to return, so this is serious business." "Where are we?" asks George. "Just stick with me, kid. I've been here before," I tell him. We come to a bunch of signs, but we can't read them. "How about this way?" asks George. "All right," I say. "Let's go." Uh-oh, the signs say, "Farmer Nuggy, Happy Little Farm, all good things for readers this way. If you can read this sign, you are the best. Chocolate and peanut butter," or "Danger." And George decides to go towards danger because he can't read it. Oh no. "Hmm, we're still at a farm. Nothing too different. Well, maybe it's a little different," says George. "Looks kind of haunted, if you ask me." Ooh. "Look, someone is coming for us," says George. "Hi, I'm Gigi. Can I play with your sheep?" says a little girl with a super scratchy voice. Uh-oh, do you recognize that girl? Gigi stares at us, waiting for an answer, but we don't know what to say. There is something strange about her, but also familiar. "Watch," she says. "There are so many ways to play." Then she climbs on Goblin. Goblin is furious. He runs in crazy circles around us until Gigi gets thrown off. She lands in a bucket of water. While Gigi is stuck in the bucket, I give Goblin a little pat. He's even softer than he looks. When I pet him, he closes his eyes and licks my leg. Gigi crawls out of the bucket and says, "Want a cup of coffee?" "Sure," George shrugs. I give him a little kick. "Ow! Why'd you kick me?" he asks. "We don't want coffee," I say. For some reason, I do not trust this girl at all. Gigi takes a big gulp of her coffee. "Listen, I'll make a deal with you. I'll give you a huge jar of pickles if I can have your sheep for keeps." "Those don't look like pickles," says George. "They're pickled spiders, dummy," says Gigi. "No deal," I say. "Why not?" asks George. "This is your chance to get rid of that sheep." "I changed my mind," I say, and pick up Goblin. "Oh, phooey," says Gigi and kicks some dirt. "Well, what do you want to do then?" she asks. "Because I want to play with your sheep. We could give him bubbly water and see what happens. I already know what happens. It's really funny. Have you ever put pants on a sheep? Want to do it? Or we could just throw rocks at each other if you want. Wait, are you hungry? Do you want some chicken soup?" Gigi runs inside the barn and comes out with a big pot and spoon. She chases the chickens and yells, "Hey, chickens, hop in the pot." "Lost in a good book?" says my teacher, standing over me. She does not look happy. How did she know we were lost, I wonder? "Dory and George, I noticed you were playing during reading time today." Then she says, "And Rosabelle, what are you doing over here? Go back to your reading spot right now, please." "Rosabelle? What is she doing hiding under the desk? Was she spying on me?" Slowly, Rosabelle walks back to her reading spot. All the time she's thinking, "Who is Gigi? Gigi? She has pointy teeth A creepy bun, a long nose. She drinks coffee. She makes chicken soup. After reading, we line up for gym. Rosabelle rushes to line up next to me. I figured it out, she said. Gigi is Mrs. Gobblecracker as a kid. I try to look scared, but I can't help smiling because I love this game. But how did Mrs. Gobblecracker get 500 years younger? I ask Rosabelle. I whisper in Rosabelle's ear. She drank the wrong potion. I just can't believe it, says Rosabelle. I'm in shock. I think I'm going to faint. All right, this is our next chapter, 20 minutes every day. We will be reading that next time. Thank you for reading along with me.